to my dance money. Say, why nigga?
Man from the Leo, BK, but really boiled down to keep 10 my ratio. Plugging up and up in my grace like inspirations. I got a strength, so I know that I pay. I check the life lane, but out of 4 lanes, full blood, suffering in the day.
Well, welcome back to Camera Farmer. It's been a minute, and I'll tell you why without going into too much detail, because it's very boring and I've heard it a million times already. But a while ago, I had a thing called a spinal cord stroke, which is not even a proper stroke. It uses the word, but it's tiny. But it does cause some problems, including paralysis down my left side to a greater or lesser degree. And that restricted my walking, getting out, everything. The use of this hand is quite limited now. There's a whole thing going on. I've had a year of it. And I have help now. I've actually got robot legs, an exoskeleton, which helps me get around. So that's where I've been. I've meant to be resting. I've meant to be doing some rehabilitation. Whatever. I'm still in the middle of it. But that's where I was. I basically just started the show and was really getting on with it. But I was struggling. And then I just got to the point where I had to really get things done. And that's what happened. But anyway, boring part, it's gone. Hopefully I'm back. This is what I'm going to be doing. Hopefully this is the start again, because I've missed it. Oh, as you see, everything's been done up in here. And the reason it has been is because I actually stream and talk a lot of nonsense on another thing, which has nothing to do with this, so it doesn't matter. But at least I get a nicer looking studio. And I put a TV here, but I just put one of my old pictures on it. I'll figure out what's going to happen here in the future. So, with having this restriction that's been put upon me, it got me thinking. Because taking pictures for me is just fun. It's just something I want to get out and do without a great deal of thought in it, even though I can talk for hours about it. And I had a few messages from viewers at the start of the year saying, but you live in Scotland and everything's beautiful. I live in a place called Dundee, and I can guarantee you everything here is not beautiful. It's quite the opposite. But that being said, that's a restriction. So I'm wanting to now work within restrictions and find beauty everywhere, or enjoyment. So one thing I've always thought about in life is the mundane is far more important than the exciting big moments. If you're waiting on exciting big moments, it's going to be a lot of sitting down doing nothing. The mundane is funny, it's dramatic, it's tragic. All these things are there. So what my plan is, with my restriction of not being able to walk far, unless my battery runs out, or I take a spare battery, there is that. But anyway, with the restriction, I'm going to actually think even smaller. And where could I find things? So one day I might go out and I'll take pictures of just flowers. I'll take pictures of corners. I'll take pictures of rooftops. I'll take pictures of pipes. I'll actually focus on a particular subject to see if I can get an interesting picture out of it. Again, going back to the shows at the start of the year, it's not about being good. It's not about getting the best picture. It's about getting out and actually taking pictures and having a bit of fun. So I was like that. I was thinking of just little things you could do. If there's rubbish in the street, if there's a lovely sky, if there's, through your window, if you can't get out of your house, just shoot the same shot every day and put them together, create a collection. There's art to be found everywhere. There's fun to be found everywhere. So with this restriction that I now have, I'm actually going to make that almost part of this show, where I can just sort of, explore what's close, explore what's small. Everything doesn't have to be a big, giant, epic statement. We can explore the mundane and enjoy it and actually get a lot out of it. That's the plan. It sounds very a bit arty, but hey, that's what I believe. This keeps going off. It was working like a week ago and now it keeps going off, so I don't know what's happening. I'll probably jump on again. Just ignore the screen in the background. I know I'm wearing black or a black background, but I've just come in. Things will get better. We will figure this out. Oh, and a quick shout out to one of our viewers, Taz, who printed this up for me. It's a grip for the Camp Snap, and it's really handy. It gives you a little bit of security, especially when you've got like old granny hands like me, and it holds on. So thanks to Taz for that. And there's like a thumb bit at the back and a bit more security because I'm a bit droppy, and we want to avoid that. So anyway, hopefully this is me back. That's my intention. And we'll get back to taking pictures and just having some fun and walking around here and annoying people and seeing what we could do. So let's get to it. Okay, so here we are outside. And as I said, a lot of people say, oh, Scotland's great, you can get great pictures anywhere. Where I work is terrible. But it's all about finding beauty everywhere. And I certainly intend to, or make an attempt to find shapes and angles, and like it always is here, just get out in the sun shooting. And just enjoy it. Because down here, it is not the best place in the world. And there is a bit of regeneration going on. This is an old industrial area and it has been for a few hundred years. But what's happened down here, they've taken some of the old factories down and they've turned it into luxury student accommodation. Just as Dundee University is completely failing, is essentially going bankrupt, they're sacking 1,000 staff and there's not enough students to fill these amazing homes. They're kind of like houses out of The Fifth Element, but kind of actually cooler. They're really nice. Great if you're a student for a couple of years, you know. You wouldn't be happier. They've got gyms, beautiful, just everything you could possibly want. Proper luxury. No one's in it. Completely empty. It's very funny. And they're all private, so there's been these huge investments of people thinking, oh, there's going to be money in Dundee. All these students, but I think a lot of the students are coming here are actually from St Andrews now, because it's cheaper for them to live here, even though they're still quite expensive digs. I would live in it. It's great. It's just a whole simple way of living. I would enjoy it thoroughly, but apparently you're not allowed in. You've got to be a student. Health and safety gone mad. God, there's always something to take pictures of. And one of the challenges for me, and one of the things I really enjoy, is the fact that things are really ugly and you can just always see something in it. You've got to look with better eyes. I never go for the, oh, there's a photo shoot going on up here. Someone getting their picture taken in the street. Look, how lovely. Yeah, this is the new buildings and completely empty. There's just nothing. I mean, I hear that the amount of people booking them so far, they're at like 20%, which is just terrible. But hey ho. Block B. Seems like a prison. But this is all about just getting out. See, on one side you've got brand new and someone humps dogs. You've got brand new building on this side. You've got buildings that are on the verge of collapse. The brick is mainly trees. But it's still nice. It looks great. It's a lovely contrast. And like that, like I always do here, it's not about taking good pictures, it's just about being out and about, using your camera. It makes you think sort of different. This here used to be Dundee's premier nightclub. As you see, there's a few more trees in it now. I remember being a kid coming here. I can't even remember the name of it. But you'd come down after school to go dancing, you know. Me as a tiny wee kid flailing my arms about having a great time. Oh, this is nice. Hold on. Across the road. Now, because I've got the wonky leg situation, my walks are going to be a lot shorter. But I'm still getting out, right? Taking pictures, seeing things. So I don't know how often I will be able to do Camera Farmer, but at least I'm back. Oh, look at that, someone's had a lovely evening out. Oh, Chardonnay as well. If you're going to get drunk in the street, do it with style, my friends. But I'm definitely out and about again with my robot legs on, and hopefully this will continue and I'll get some nicer places. This has allowed me to get back to the beach and go places that were starting to get a bit out of my comfort zone. So it's kind of, I'm very happy I've got them. And we'll get out and about, take some pictures, enjoy everything around us, everything mundane. That's where all the beauty is. And the plan is the next year, lots of photos, lots of fun, and just enjoy this. Enjoy all this being outdoors, taking pictures, or even being in and taking pictures. I don't know what the plan is, but I'm here and I'm doing it. So thanks for joining me, and until next time.